Good morning, sir. I am Brent Macticasa, and this is my answer for CO1. For task number 1, the cargo is steel coal pipe. Handling steel is positioned correctly and correctly sized and laid dunnage. Locking coils are positioned correctly. Stowage gaps and free ends are secured with dunnage. Stowage: read your company's instruction of the safe carriage of steel. Check whether the best rather than the easiest stow is proposed. Check that K locking coils are correctly positioned and tank top loads are not exceeded. Cargo drums of lubricating oil. All drums should be stored in clean and cool and dry environment. Maintain a consistent temperature. Have an air-conditioned room at constant 70 Fahrenheit, since extreme temperatures can affect the life and effectiveness of your lubricants. Sheltered in a closed and ventilated area. All drums should be stored horizontally. Bunks should be on their sides. For task 2, fruit loading and discharging procedures. Fruit and vegetables are living and respire, taking in oxygen from the air and producing carbon dioxide. As noted in the section on temperature control, this process involves the production of heat, hence the need for temperature control. For short voyages of no more than 3 or 4 days with fruit picked at the night time, not already ripe can be carried out refrigerator. In general, all fruit and vegetables must be properly ventilated even if carried at ambient temperature. Fruits should not be stowed with any other cargo that might pick up taint, flour, tea, coffee, etc. Carriage temperature for fresh procedure fall into clearly defined categories. Produce that is tolerant of low temperature is carried in the temperature range between 5 degrees Celsius to 0.6 degrees Celsius. Most vegetables consist largely of water and those have freezing point closer to zero, and most fruits consequently than carriage temperature for vegetables must not fall below zero. Carriage is affected at temperature near not to freezing point of the cargo. Typical examples are apples, pears, cherries, and kiwi fruit, and most vegetables. For task 3, heavy indivisible loads cargo checklist. A. 1. Pre-planning of transport vital information needed. A. The weight and size and construction of the loads. B. Which port towards points of the loads are required or are for indivisible. C. The maximum load of each specific port point which the design should tolerate. D. Where may be lifting attachment be more of the loads and how to be made. E. What securing points are available on the load and where are they located. F is the speed of movement of the load and where are they located. G. What additional lifting equipment is required to handle the load. What is its weight? Who provides it? Does it travel with the loads? 3.2. Preparation in cargo handling such as trading and securing, air prevention, or vertical and horizontal movement slowing requirements. A. Traditional heavy lifting directs are used which are themselves supported by the most or some on port. This support, unless suitable shifted, should be themselves supported by not less than 3 stays, are leading forward and afterward, and the other leading to each other side, forming an angle of about 45 degrees with the former stays also should be net up and stretching screws securely stopped. B. Tackling sling should be made up of the appropriate wire or chain to provide an adequate safe working load and of the curved length so that they don't damage the cargo and do not require shortening because too long adrift. C. Vertical and horizontal movement. Careful which is essential. Heavy drag links should be lifted or bulkheads and deckheads with suitable to prevent backlinks. D. Thick film motor bearing. The load should be positioned in such manner that heavy point loading is not exerted on deck or tank top, platting between scammers. 3.3. Loading and discharging operation. A. The ship should be upright when loading or discharging a heavy lift and have adequate stability. B. Clear lines of communication should be established between all those in the operation. C. Discharging. Similar precautions should be taken as described under loading. Thank you, sir. That is all.